Hello, Josh.
Hello?
Joshua
Yeah,
Ruiz.
can you guys hear me?
What's cracking?
What's up? What's up?
Talk to me about your day yesterday. Run me through all your calls.
Okay. Uh, my
First
first
call.
my first call was a garbage disposal.
Okay.
Customer provided.
Okay.
I gave him a price to install the garbage disposal, and then I was just asking them questions if there's anything like does it slow drain? How is it or why we replacing the garbage disposal? So he ran me down. He said the drain was draining pretty slow. He has some questions about his garbage disposal getting jammed. So we replaced his garbage disposal. During the replacement of it, I took a look at the drain because he had like cast iron. And
Uh,
then I took a look at it and it was pretty clogged. So from the garbage disposal, I threw on the snaking to
okay.
pretty much open up more of the drain.
Uh-huh.
And then after that one, I had an inspection underneath the mobile home for a leak. I
Yeah.
found two issues. I found one coming from a drain from where a rat chewed into, and then another one coming from a CPVC water line.
It was CPVC.
Yes, well, CPVC. Uh, yeah, it wasn't pretty underneath there.
A
Um,
rat. A rat chewed through the CPVC.
no, the rat chewed through the drain. It shoot through
But
the
what
drain.
happened to the CPVC?
It just looks like uh it was pretty old and brittle. Um, could have just been a fitting that wasn't glued properly, or just just the wear and tear or whatnot.
If that little section is in bad shape, would you believe that the rest of it could probably be in the same kind of shape? Do you know how old that trailer was? I can't hear you, Josh. You muted yourself.
Yeah, I don't know how old the trailer is, but it's been like passed around from brothers. So it was her grandpa's, and then from her grandpa's, it was her mom's and dad's, and then from her mom and dad, it went to her brother, to a sister, and then to another brother. So that house been around for quite some time. It's been when I was underneath the trailer, I did look. There was abandoned water lines underneath there. I did give her an option to do the repipe, but she just wanted to go with the repairs.
How did you give
Um,
her that option?
I just, I pretty much let her know the condition of the pipe and that
Walk me through it. I'm the homeowner. You're you. How did you do it?
well, after my inspection on the trailer,
That's not what you said to her, right?
what? Oh no, I did not say that. I can't remember word for word, but I told her, okay, so I have a couple options for you. We have a spot repair. Maybe you want to go with the spot repair for the
What's a
drain.
spot repair, Josh?
Just for fixing that one area, where the damage is at.
Oh, okay.
And then I did count. I asked for permission to take a look inside the home to see how many fixtures we're working with and how many drops. Um, yeah, and then I just pretty much gave her the option of like repiping and then going with the spot repair.
How much did you quote her for the repipe?
It was around like 14, 15,000.
Okay. When you go,
Mhm.
so what did you actually walk out of there with?
Um, about four grand,
Okay. Well,
a
that's really
little
good, bro.
a little over 4 grand. Yeah, thank you.
Um, so I would have walked into that call. So tell me why you went there.
She had water damage all over the floor. In a couple of the bedrooms, one in the restroom, and then like in the laundry room.
So you were going out there for like a random leak.
Yes, around the league.
Okay. Do you know the greeting?
The greeting, no.
Okay, so you could have used the greeting on this. It would have kind of set you up for your job a little bit better. And
Mm-hmm.
and basically you're gonna have you ever looked at it at all or no?
I took a glance at it. I haven't read it.
Okay. Well, what let's go through that. Are you down?
Yeah,
Okay. So first of all, when you go to somebody's house, do you knock on the door or do you ring the doorbell?
I knocked on the door.
Okay. Perfect. I find that when you're ringing on the doorbell, you can like make babies upset, dogs bark, wake people up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but I found that it's just more you build a better rapport with the customer when you knock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I knock on the door and I take 6 feet back, and you always want to step at a 45-degree angle. Do you remember when we showed you that?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to stab at a 45-degree angle, and the reason for that is it's a little bit not as like invasive into your personal space. Okay, when you're standing like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I knock on the door, I never tell them my name. I always just say, "Hey, I'm here to take care of your plumbing system," or "I'm here to take care of your plumbing," or "I'm here to fix your leak," or "We're here to take care of the problem." You know what I mean? Like just something that is more about them rather than, "Hey, my name is Josh," right? Because you called them already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Told them you're on your way. You already told them your name and who you're with.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now you're just being repetitive, and I know that all these little it sounds like dumb, but all these things really do matter, right? Like now we want to make it all about them, so let's put them at their mind at ease right when we get to the door. Okay, I'm here to take care of your plumbing system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, now if this was just an inspection, or like a service call, like when you walk into the door, you want to tell them something like this: as a point of clarification, I'm here to take care of the problem with your plumbing system, and that means I'll be going over your plumbing system with a fine-tooth comb. When I'm done, I'm going to give you a full report. When I find the problem with your plumbing system, I'll share what's going on with you, and I'll let you know if I can fix it today, right? Or you could even change that a little bit and use the inspection part, because that's actually there's different variations to this in the greeting, Josh. And actually, the way that I would have went about this is said, "Hey, I'm going to be going over your plumbing system with a fine-tooth comb, and when I'm done, I'll give you a full report. Now, should I find any deficiencies in your system, and I'm not saying I will, would you like for me to share those with you?" Right? Because I mean, she kind of already knows something's wrong, but you're just kind of preparing her for like, "Hey, if I find something, I'm going to let you know." And also, you're getting permission at the same time, right?
Okay.
I can't tell you how important it is to get permission. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the greeting, it asks for you to verify your information with the customer. So, it says, "May we use your countertop to start your paperwork? If you would like, please verify that all this information is correct." Um, it in the greeting, it wants you to have the customer initial or fill out their information on your yellow notepad. I know that you don't use a yellow notepad, although you should. Well, you're writing lists, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
it when you do this, it kind of gets them used to your yellow notepad.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we know that we have all their information correct, but really the purpose is just to get them used to the yellow notepad. Okay.
Okay.
So at this point, I mean, it's a mobile home, right? So first thing you got to do is what? Go underneath the house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. First, I went on top to see kind of where to look for, where the area that was pretty much damaged, just to get an idea where I gotta crawl to and take a look. Um, but yeah, after that, I did
Okay.
go underneath the home, put jumpsuits and masked
Okay, so you
up
could
and
have
all
just said,
that.
okay, I usually begin at the access panel, or take me. Let's begin at the problem, right? So you got to go to the any of the rooms that are affected, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then a lot, and then you would have skipped down through the greeting for this particular call because every call is different, right?
Yeah.
And just tell her, okay, here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna begin with your inspection. You can watch if you'd like. If not, that's okay too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. That's kind of it. So that would have kind of just set your it would have set the tone for your call, right? That you're gonna basically gonna build a list for her. I mean, that's the way I would have went about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay. And then I would have obviously went underneath the mobile home, and I would have built a big long list, and I would have built a mandatory, a near future, and a nice to have. Right. So what was on that? What would on your imaginary list? Because I know you didn't write one. What would have been
Mm-hmm.
on your mandatory list?
My mandatory list would have been fixing the drain and then doing the repair. Near future would be a repipe and just like a maintenance program for her water heater and AC.
Okay. And what would have been a nice to have?
A water filtration system,
Hydroflow maybe.
a Hydroflow.
So these are all the things, bro. I mean, Josh, you remember when you first started on this group? You were selling these things left and right. But why were you
Mm-hmm.
selling them? Because you were offering them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still offering them?
I'm still offering them on some calls. It all depends how I feel with the customer and the it's kind of like yes and no.
Well, really, it doesn't matter how you feel. It matters how the customer feels, right?
Customer feels. Mm-hmm.
You don't really know what they'll buy or what they won't buy. But I can guarantee you, if you don't offer it to them, they won't,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you can say, oh, well, it wasn't like a water filtration call, but Josh, every single call you go to is related to bad water quality, is it not? I mean, every 100%
Yes.
of your calls,
Mm-hmm.
right or wrong.
No, you're right.
So, I mean, you can offer water filtration. That's why I'm so successful, dude. I offer it to everybody. I offer it to everybody. And guess what happened when I started offering it to everybody? I got really good at it because I got denied 100 times. I got denied 1,000 times. And every single time I learned something new. I learned something different, a new technique. I mean, dude, my closing rate's like 95%, bro.
Shoot, that's good.
I mean, I'm a plumber, dude. I mean, before I started this program, I never sold over 700 grand in a year. My first year in this program, I sold 1.6 million, and this year, this is my second year, I'm tracking for 2.5,
Okay.
going from a 68% closing rate to 95. So
Wow.
I want you to go out there, and I want you to fail. I want you to fail, and I want you to fail again, right? And I want you to
Okay.
keep failing because you're never gonna learn until you do. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to help you, bro. I want to pour into your life, and I want to see you win, dude. Just as good as I'm winning, Josh. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see you win. I want to see you with that ranch. I want to see you with your wife and your kids, and I want you to have badass razors and trucks and quads and all the stuff that I know you want. Okay.
Okay.
But the
Thank
only
you.
way that you're gonna do that is if you actually do what you're supposed to do, and you know what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying you're not, but I'm just saying you're not doing it to the full potential. Would you agree with me?
I agree with you.
All
Yep.
right, bro. All right, cool. Did you have any other calls yesterday?
Just a few, just like a few little service calls, like removing a restrictor. Nothing too big.
Removing a
Uh,
restrictor?
on
What?
the
Can you
shower
say
head.
more about that?
Yeah, on the shower head. So, I had installed these new shower heads, for this tenant. She didn't like the water pressure, so she called us back to, pretty much remove the restrictors in the shower heads.
Their customer
Uh,
supplied?
no, we provided them. I did
Mm,
tell her that it's gonna avoid the warranty due to removing the restrictors. They were okay with it, so it wasn't a sale. It was just I don't know where to put that call, either a callback or just like a little service call. I'm not sure what category it goes into.
got it. What else did you have yesterday?
Um, so a shower cartridge. It wasn't the shower cartridge. I had installed the shower cartridge like about 2 weeks ago. It started making a squeaky noise, but it wasn't the shower cartridge. It was the plate trim, the cover, and then the handle kind of rubbing against each other. I got to do some research on a replacement for the plate cover and the handle, and then give
Got
them a
it.
price. Yeah,
It's a shower valve,
it's not a shower valve. It's more of a like the plate cover
but
and the handle.
to what? A
Oh
shower?
yeah, to a shower valve. Yeah, my bad.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe throw in a shower valve replacement on there.
Yeah, the maybe yeah we can. It's just a little difficult because they have these cabinets on the side instead
What
of having
brand
to.
is it? What brand
It,
is the shower valve that's there?
it's a Growy.
Okay. Were you aware that growy parts are pretty hard to come by?
Yeah, I started looking yesterday and I was just like, and they're really expensive too. I'm just like, wow, just for a plate cover is like $500. I was like, wow.
Did
So,
you know that most homeowners prefer Moen shower valves or Kohler shower valves for their
mhm,
lifetime warranty and because parts are easy to come by?
mhm.
Okay. All right, cool. You got anything you want to talk about before I go to the next person?
Nope. No, I'm just want to say that I'm slowly but surely going back, to when I first came back from the class, studying and memorizing some of this stuff. It's getting me back on a roll. So yeah.
You gotta get that confidence level up, bro. Confidence is everything. I'm not saying you do or don't have it. I don't know, but my confidence level is up the fucking roof.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's gonna help you in life. It's gonna help you at work. It's gonna help you with your kids. It's gonna help you in your marriage with your wife. It's gonna help you with everything. All right. Confidence is
Okay.
key. If you're not
Yes, sir.
confident, homeowners are gonna read you and they're not gonna trust you.
Okay.
All right. Who's Zoom user? Zoom user. Can you come on the video? Hey Angel, do we know who Zoom user is?
Are you referring to me? This is my first time on. I'm just getting everything set up.
Oh, welcome.
Appreciate it.
What's your first and last name?
Brian Dykeman. I'm working on this is a totally different Zoom than I've been on previously, so I'm trying to figure out how to get my camera on now.
Okay, no worries. So you just signed up into the mastermind with Gene?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I get a little bit of your background? Where are you from? What trade are you in? Um, tell me everything about you.
Yeah, so I'm in heating and air. I have been for 24 years. Most of that was spent in install, a lot in service. I've been install supervisor, install manager. Currently, I am a comfort advisor, and I started that just right out a year ago. Been very successful with it, and you know, to me, the sky's not even the limit. There is no limit. So I'm always looking to do better, be better, and learn from, the best. So here I am.
That's awesome, dude. I like to hear that. So you said you've been a comfort advisor for the last year. What did you sell last year, year to date?
Yes, sir. So I ran my first call June 9th, not having an idea of what I was doing.
Uh-huh.
Uh, we have a lot of different financing platforms, several different lead types. We run for, Home Depot and Lowe's as well. So trying to figure all that out the first 2 months really is what that was spent on. And then that's when I started to get my feet under me. So my goal just for the second half of last year was to hit 1 million. Ended up breaking 1.8. And then
Good
this year,
job. Good job, man.
appreciate that. This year so far, over 2.1 already.
Okay, what's your goal for this year?
5.
5. Badass.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool. So when did you start this group?
Today,
Oh, shoot, today's your literal first day.
first day.
Okay. What's up, Gene?
What's up, dog?
Okay, so Brian, do you have you been able to look over our PDF file at all? The Lead Ninja Mastermind PDF file, the manual?
So I started opening it up and going through things. First, I did have issues getting access to certain things. Then I got into that, and then it still got me to a stopping point to where I couldn't do any of the training, which I was going to touch base with Gene today about, or the help center link that was sent to me. Had a little mishap. I was actually in the hospital for night before last all night. So that there's a little bit of a hold up there from the time I spoke with Gene about getting into this program and everything like that. But I'm back now. I'm good to go, and I'll be actively, you know, getting all of that stuff figured out so that I can continue, move on with the training and everything like that.
Cool. So once you get access to that manual, or you're able to really see it more, are you in the Facebook group already? I'm assuming yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna want to start posting videos and moving along with your certification. Have you seen your sales tracker or your certification tracker at all?
So I can see them on there, but when I click on them, it says like, oops, something went wrong. So I can't actually see any of that yet.
Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna want to do is when you're looking over the manual, you're gonna want to start learning and memorizing EXPA. It's our 5-step sales process.
Right.
Okay. You're gonna record. There's a whole manual on there, and it'll tell you how to do this. But you're gonna want to record videos of yourself learning and mastering this 5-step sales process. You're gonna record yourself, and then you're gonna post it on Facebook. You're gonna tag me. You're gonna tag Gene. You're gonna tag Eric and Josh, and one of us will pass you on the video or fail you and tell you, hey, like, this is what you did wrong. Let's redo this, right?
Right.
There's 5 different phases to your certification, and at the end of it, you test out with Gene, and you'll be a certified ninja after. And trust me, dude, you're gonna want to do it. Okay,
Oh, I'm all in.
I have literally 3x my income in the last year. I mean, my life has completely changed. Gene has completely changed my life, and it's not easy. There's work to be put in, but if you do put in that work, which I can tell that you're a go-getter, I mean, it seems like you really are going to do this.
Oh yeah.
If you really put in the work, dude, like it's going to be life-changing. And what's great is that once you've mastered this, you're going to take it with you everywhere. I mean, I take this training and I use it in life that has nothing to do with plumbing, nothing to do with the trades, right?
Yeah.
It's completely evolved my life, and it's only just started. I've only been in this group for a year and a half, um, but it was the best thing that I ever did. And I just want to tell you that, just put in the work, and you're going to see the benefits, and it's going to be awesome. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing I'm not scared to do is put in the work. Spoken with Gene about this a little bit, and like I said, I'm an open book. Always want to learn more. No matter how good I feel like I'm doing, I know I can do better, and that's really essentially what I'm here for, right? I've got bigger goals and dreams than where I'm at now, and And don't get me wrong, where I'm at now is a pretty good spot, but there's always room for improvement.
Yep, yep. Cool. Well, it was good talking to you, Kay. I'm gonna pass you off to Gene.
All right.
And Dana, I didn't change your life, dog. You did. You did the work. I just showed you the path, homie. So I appreciate the credit, but at the end of the day, you did the work. There's been plenty of other people that have been in this program who have not put the effort in, and we've seen the results that they've gotten. Nowhere near yours. So good on you, dog, for putting in the work.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Angel, do you have a sales tracker ready for me to go over? Angel.
Like a blank one you want to
Yeah,
show?
just any sort of sales tracker that I can kind of run through with Bryan so he can see where things are at.
Okay. It's just
Joshua R., how are you this morning?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Have you put in more work on the features and benefits?
No, I just been pretty much reading over them, taking a look every now and then. I've been not making an excuse, but I've been out of the hospital as well with my lady, and still trying to put in quite a bit of hours, trying to hit my goals for the day. So I've been kind of getting out a little late from work until I reach my goal for the day.
Said you're in the house in the hospital with your lady. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's doing a lot better now.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So when are you going to have at least 8 features and benefits down smooth?
Smooth. I want to say Tuesday.
You're gonna have them
Alright.
smooth. You're gonna work this
Yeah.
weekend.
I will put in work this weekend. Yes.
Not just saying that to get me to let you off this call, are you?
No, sir.
All right, dude. I want to see you fly, man. I want to see you soar. Let's put in that time. You know you have it.
Yes.
We make time for things that are important to us. Even if you're in the hospital with your lady, can you still sit there and do the training?
Yep.
100%.
Yes.
So let's start getting serious, okay?
Okay.
Any success stories to share with me between Tuesday and now?
I did have a good day yesterday. I brought in a little over, I want to say, rounded off about 5 grand.
Nice.
Pretty good day. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of hours. Yeah. I sold a couple repairs, a garbage disposal install.
You're in plumbing, right?
Plumbing. Yes.
Got it. Dana, you still there? Give Joshua something to establish a need for. Give him a plumbing part to establish a need for.
Water pressure regulator.
Okay, cool. Joshua, please use the process and establish a need for is it a PRV?
PRV. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh,
Okay.
you got a client that has over 120 pounds of water pressure coming in their house. Faucets leaking, sprinkler valves popping off, water heaters popped, faucets dripping. Boom.
Well, good Lord, you set him up with the perfect example, eh?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Were you aware that your pressure is over 100 psi?
I don't know nothing about that, dog.
Okay. Did you know? Oh my gosh, it's kind of hard to role play.
It's a boiler room, homie. It's supposed to be tough. Never be tougher than it is here, right?
Did you know? Did you know that your pressure should be between 65 and 80 psi?
Why?
To protect. Well, anything over 80 can cause a flood, damage to your home, damage to your appliances, break off seals on your shower cartridges, and it also avoids warranty on the stuff that you have.
Okay. Did the mothership get you? Did you? Okay, got
Yes.
it. Dana, you want to jump in here and help a brother out?
Okay, so Josh, I understand that all your faucets are dripping, your water heater's popped, and your whole house is flooding. Would can I?
Alright.
Good
Would it be
Lord.
okay? Would it be okay if I actually the first thing I do is check your water pressure? Can I get that permission from you?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna go check that out. Hey Gene, were you aware that your water pressure is at about 150 psi?
I don't even have any reference point to. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so this little gauge tells me what your water pressure is. Were you aware that plumbing manufacturers actually specify that your water pressure should be anywhere between 55 and 65, but not to exceed 80 to maintain plumbing. Sorry, I'm watering. To maintain a healthy plumbing system and not have your water heater flood your home or your water lines pop, faucets strip, in order to keep everything copacetic. Did you know that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Gene, right now your water pressure's it's too high. And would you like to know what our clients have us do in this situation?
Sure.
Well, we install a water pressure regulator and we set it to 65. That's it.
That seems pretty simple.
You want me to take care of that for you?
How much is it going to cost?
So you want to know how much all this is going to cost?
Yep.
All right. I would just give him the price at this point, dude. Honestly, it's too easy. I would have sold
Right.
that call.
So, and that's what I would do too. But I would, when I ask the price, what are the 4 words that I typically say? Somebody asks me for the price or what the interest rate is or what's the term.
What's the term? I don't know, dude. You got
That's
me. That's the best part.
It's only.
That's the best part. It's only $9.89.
And smile and shake your head. Right? So, Joshua,
Yeah.
let's role play this real quick from my side, okay?
Okay.
What's your last name again?
Reese?
Reese? Got it. All right, so we're gonna set the setting a little bit different. You don't have all these problems. I'm just out on a regular routine maintenance for your plumbing system. So we're going over the findings. I'm gonna go now, Mr. Reese, take a look at this pressure right here. Do you see what it says? What does it say?
It says 110.
Yeah. Were you aware that your faucets, your fixtures, your washing machine, your water heater, your dishwasher, your refrigerator, your ice maker, all that stuff, were you aware that all that stuff is only rated for a maximum pressure of 80 psi? What do you suppose happens to faucets and fixtures and appliances and everything when you hook them up and the pressure's just too high?
They begin to they start breaking down, dripping.
100%. If you had to add up the cost of all your faucets and your fixtures and your appliances that connect to the plumbing system, take a guess at how much all that stuff would cost.
Maybe about 10, 15,000.
Yeah, at least. And were you aware that not having a pressure regulator on them tends to make all of that stuff fail twice as fast?
Yes.
And if that stuff is failing twice as fast or the lifespan is only 50% of what it's supposed to be, can you see why I would say that you're paying for a pressure regulator or a pressure reducing valve, whether you get one or not? Actually, can you see that it's actually less expensive to have something that reduces the pressure rather than replacing your faucets, your fixtures, your appliances, all the stuff that connects to the water?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you want me to take care of that for you?
Yes.
Shake my head, right? And then he's going to probably ask about price, but it's super, super important, guys, for the clients to know that all of their plumbing system is really rated for about 80 pounds of pressure. And then ask them, what do you think happens if a closed system is rated for a certain amount of pressure and then we exceed that by 50%? What could happen? Were you aware that if this pressure gets too high, that it can actually pop the valve on your water heater and cause water to go everywhere? Do you know that the average water flood claim is over $10,000 now? Can you see now why our clients just get pressure reducing valves rather than replacing faucets, fixtures, maybe even a whole plumbing system?
Dude,
Trial close. Go ahead, Dana.
whenever I think that I'm good, bro, I just literally like listen to you talk for like 5 minutes and it blows my mind.
Thanks, dude. Not even a plumber. Anyhow, and I wasn't even that impressed with that one, but that's the direction you kind of want to head, Joshua, right? I want to paint the picture of what is probable to happen, right? Joshua, how much faster do people spend money to escape pain as opposed to experiencing pleasure?
Pretty quick.
How much more likely are they to spend money to escape pain as opposed to experience pleasure?
Well, if something has to get done and something's taking their time away from work and having to call off, they'll spend pretty quickly.
Yeah. So were you aware that the statistic is actually that they'll spend money 10 times faster to escape pain as opposed to experience pleasure? And we're out here trying to sell the benefits, trying to sell the value, which has almost no impact on the client. Right? Guys, you've got to stick your finger in the bullet hole. You've got to show them where the pain is at, because most of the time they don't see it. So please ask questions about what's going to happen. Did you know where you were? So you didn't know, so you weren't aware. And they'll want to move away from that pain a lot more than to experience pleasure. They'll spend up money way, way, way faster. I can't tell you how many calls I sell where I don't even try to share the benefits or paint the picture of their new life because they're just squirming trying to get out of the pain. Angel, do you have that sales tracker? Can you share it for me, please? And Bryan, while she's doing that, go ahead and unmute yourself. I see your hand.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because I know you're talking about plumbing right now, but I do the same thing on the HVAC side. When it comes to showing the value and things like that, is I'll ask the questions like, are you aware of how much here in the Southeast, how much water these air conditioners can put out during the course of a day, which is 14 to 15 gallons of water. And that's all humidity that it's removing from your home. And that's when I'll pull out my Easy Trap and my SS2 and my pan switch and tell them, these devices have saved millions and millions of dollars in insurance claims, and give them tangible things to hold on to and look at and understand how they work. And because heating and air is essentially, not tangible. They can feel it, but they see a thermostat on their wall. That's it.
Right.
So when you break it down to them like that and explain to them, the statistics and the facts, and then you show them and give them something to hold on to that can save them potentially, tons of money in insurance claims, getting dropped by their insurance company and all that, it really gets their mind reeling, and it makes it really hard to say no, because I know other people aren't presenting like this.
You just gave me an idea.
First
Yeah,
of
I
many.
mean, especially like when the stuff's up in their attic, guys, and they don't have ceiling savers, float switches, stuff like that. Ask those questions. Were you aware that the average air conditioning system in Florida, North Carolina, wherever, removes about 15 gallons of water a day? And did you know that it's supposed to go out through that little white pipe right there? What do you suppose would happen if that little white pipe got clogged and you weren't home and water started flowing out of the air conditioning system into that pan right now? When that pan filled up, where would the water go? Would it surprise you to know that we've had clients that were sitting on their couch watching and an episode of Survivor, and their entire ceiling right in front of them collapsed onto the cocktail table? How much would that cost? Can you imagine spending all that time with your ceiling open, having to have somebody come out and try to close it up with a tarp? You guys are maybe in a hotel or maybe not in a hotel. You've got water restoration people coming in and out of the house. Do you have any idea how long that takes? Can you imagine how expensive that would be? Would you like to know what our clients have us do when we run into the situation? They have us install a ceiling saver and a backup one because they're mechanical devices, right?
And then hit
Afterwards,
them in the pain point also. Say, how would that impact your life? Would you have to take off of work and miss a lot of work to be there for those people to come in? Displace your animals out of your home. You got to hit the pain points on top of all of that as well, is what I've found.
Some people do it just to keep their dog with them and not have to board the damn thing. They'll spend more money for their pets than they will themselves.
Exactly. Sorry to cut you off, Gene.
No, you're good, dog. This is what this is for. All right, so can you see the sales tracker here on the screen? Awesome.
No, I cannot.
Huh. I can see it. Do you just see me?
I see you and everybody else on the call. I just see
So you don't see something that... Yeah, we'll try it again. How about now?
negative.
That's really weird because I can see the sales tracker up on my phone. Or I mean on my computer. Are you on your phone?
I'm on my phone, yeah.
Can anybody else see it? Dana, can you see it?
I can see it.
Yep, we can see it.
Huh.
Weird. Let me okay. If I switch screens, here we go. Now I can see it.
All right, cool. So this is the first page of the Lead Ninja Sales Tracker. In the lower left-hand corner, you can see the tab that we're on. It says Lead Ninja Certification.
Yep.
This first part in the upper left-hand corner is to be filled out before we start, right? It just kind of gives us a baseline of where we're at. You know, what date did you join? What's your average sales ticket? What's your average service ticket without equipment? Average maintenance ticket, if you know these numbers, right? What was your total income last year? What's your income goal for this year? And then the next one is pretty important. Why do you want to hit that income, and what happens if you don't? All right. Remember we said we spend money 10 times faster to escape pain than to experience pleasure, guys? Well, we also take actions 10 times faster to escape pain rather than to experience pleasure. So what will you not be able to do? What goal will you not be able to attain? How will you not be able to take care of your family the way that you want to? Don't skimp on this. I want you to paint the picture of you not doing the work and the life that you're going to have as a result of not doing the work instead of doing the work, okay? When do you want to be hitting your income goal? This one kind of trips me out a little bit. People say, I want to make 300 grand a year. And they feel like they've got to wait until that 300 grand has all added up in order to adjust their goal. Well, when you hit $25,000 in income for a month, you're tracking at 300 grand. So the moment that you hit $25,000 a month, why not increase the goal? Why not expand it, right? Because we're already tracking at what our goal is. So when do you want to be hitting your income goal? Guys, this could be in 2 weeks. It could be in 4 weeks. It could be whatever you want it to be, all right? But stretch yourself. Les Brown says, and he's probably quoting somebody. If you guys don't know Les Brown, you want to look him up. He says that he believes that more people fail in life, not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. Just think about that for a second. There's less competition for the bigger goals, all right? So don't be shy about setting a high income goal. Just make sure that you're doing the work to hit it and asking for help. Are you committed to showing up on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Yes or no? Are you committed to doing 30 minutes or more of training per day? That's part of the program, guys. 30 minutes of training a day minimum. And then are you committed to tracking your sales numbers every day? Guys, if you don't track your numbers, then you're never really going to know where you're at. And if you don't know where you're at, how are you ever going to hit your target? Makes no sense to me. Quick story. Who's heard of Tom McCart? Anybody? So Tom McCart was the first person to ever hit $1 million in residential replacement HVAC sales. It was in the early 80s. And it turns out he did it his very first year in the business. He was a retailer for Sears, merchandiser, I think. And the very first year that he came into the business, he hit over $1 million. When they were interviewing him before he died, and they said, "Hey, how did you hit $1 million your very first year when nobody else in the industry had ever really been able to do it?" He says, "It's very simple." He said, "I was obsessed with my numbers." And he said, "I used to have a little flip chart." You guys have seen those little tiny flip charts that you can put in your pocket, right? Your front shirt pocket. And every single day, after every single call, he would write down how much he sold, what his average ticket was now, what his closing ratio was now, and then he'd put it back in his pocket. And then he would also, the next year, he would have last year's numbers right next to this year's numbers, right? He was obsessed with his numbers. That's the key. That's the secret, guys, to hitting your goals. Having them in front of you all the time. All right. So if we go down a little bit further here, you're going to see the 5 different phases, Bryan. Phase 1 is all about EXPA. Could you please scroll down a little bit for me, Angel? And then also in the upper right-hand corner here, there was a little link that said how to use your sales tracker. Okay. It's covered up by some stuff on my computer. Let me see if I can get rid of this. There we go. So this first section here, phase 1, has got 5 videos for you to shoot. You still with me, Bryan?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So step 1, establish a need for everything on your list. That's the first video. If you go to the right of that, Angel, please use your cursor to guide. It says link to the training. If you click on that, you don't have to click on it, Angel, but if you click on that link, it's going to take you to a video of me explaining step 1. To the right of that is going to be a video of somebody who shot their own video discussing step 1, and they passed. All right. So if you do what this person did, you'll pass. So we've got examples for all of these videos for you guys. So go over to the left again, Angel. Oh, wait a minute. Don't. To the right of the video sample is your submission date. What was the date that you submitted your video into the group? And then copy the link, if you will, please, once you submit it, and paste it into link to video upload. But only do that if you passed it, okay? Because that's where the past videos go. This is going to show us that you've done the work without me having to go all the way through the Facebook group and try to find everything. And then to the right of that, if you want to, you can put down the date that either myself or Dana or Eric or one of my other ninjas gave you a pass. So when you upload the video to the group, we're simply going to give you a pass or a fail. If it's a fail, we're probably going to give you a little bit of advice about how to get a pass. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Angel, there's nothing to the right of that, is there? If there's not, let's go back over to the left. Cool. And then you can see phase 2, phase 3, and in the red boxes, we just ask you to put the date that you're going to complete it by, right? We're making commitments here, guys. You make a commitment, you might actually follow through. If you don't make commitments, you're probably not going to follow through. Angel, why does it not say phase 4 and phase 5? That's strange. Oh. Huh. Okay, I got it. I see what's going on there. So these are all the videos that you want to go through. Phase 5 is not actually a video that you've got to submit, not in the beginning. When you see this 8-week walkthrough, this is essentially the live class that I teach whenever I go on site or I hold a mansion event or any sort of sales training event. So if you've never been to one of my live classes, this is going to have you go through the live class, which is going to help to put the pieces of the puzzle together for you. And then after that, you schedule a live certification meeting with me that typically takes about 90 minutes. And that really is not so much a test, but a coaching session. It is a test, but it's also a coaching session because I help you in these meetings typically with your tone and your inflection and your delivery, right? It's not what you said, it's how you said it. I've been told that these 90-minute meetings are massive, massive game changers for people in their sales. Let's go down to a month tab, please, Angel. So let's say it's January, and we are going to run a call, right? The first thing that we're going to do is click into the first box. There's only 7 things to fill out here. It takes about 52 seconds to do this and upload a prioritized list. So what kind of call did we go on? I'm going to say we went on a maintenance. And the total revenue on the job was $5,682. $5,682. You know my sales are bigger than that. What objection did I get? Well, they didn't buy my entire list, so there was an objection, and maybe it was I want to think about it. If they don't buy your whole list, there was an objection, guys. You got to fill it out. What could I have done better? I could have followed my script. I got off script for sure. Did you upload your prioritized list to Facebook? Yes or no? Yes, I did, because I'm following the process, unlike most people. Did I do a turnover? No, it wasn't old enough. I didn't do any turnovers. Did you get a review? Dang, Skippy, I got the review. I got it. That's it, guys. That's all you have to do to fill out your sales tracker. And what happens is at the bottom, go on down to the bottom, Angel, it'll give you all of your averages. I know that when we work in Service Titan and some of these other CRMs, it seems like it's almost impossible to figure out what our average ticket, our closing rate and stuff like that. Everybody always says the numbers are just not right. These numbers will be right. Okay, you'll be able to open your phone at a moment's notice and you'll know what your average ticket, your closing ratio, and your total sales are. Is this making any sense, Bryan?
Yes, sir. And
cool.
So I actually even have my own version here you could see. I don't know if you can see that well or not.
I can't see anything because Angel's sharing the screen. Angel, go ahead and stop sharing, please. Go ahead. Yep. I can see.
This has all my tickets, price, percentage, and then it has my totals at the bottom, my average ticket, my year to date. Then I break it down month to month too by lead type and closing percentages and all that kind of stuff.
Beautiful. You're already tracking your numbers. I'd love to see that, man.
Yeah.
That's top player type stuff. That's A player stuff, guys. You want to track your numbers. You want to have an intimate relationship with your numbers. Guys, we've got about 7 minutes before we've got to land this plane. Who's got a question or a success story that they want to share? If you don't, I'm just going to get you guys on the road. What's up, Mr. Beaker? Mr. Tolliver?
Hola. How you doing?
Been doing good, man. When am I going to start seeing some videos in the group from you?
Oh, shit. Actually not on Facebook right now. So I don't know. Taking a break from social.
Okay. So that doesn't answer my question.
Yeah. To be determined.
So can you think of a way other than you logging into the Facebook yourself to get your videos uploaded?
Yes.
Okay. So when are you going to start uploading videos to Facebook? To the group?
I don't know. I haven't fully committed to the restart yet. I've been brushing up on stuff, but haven't really committed fully yet, I guess.
What's there in your space?
What do you mean?
What is in your space that's keeping you from doing that?
I think myself. Decided to give myself a break from, I guess, focusing too hard. It's going good so far.
Well, it's super easy to do.
It's going better than ever so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's still some stuff I got to optimize and get better at for sure.
What would you say to you about that? If you were like outside of yourself, like 5 years from now, you've accomplished a bunch of stuff and you're super successful. What would you say to the Billy right now that's got that kind of a mindset?
I don't know right now because it's working.
Okay, well, look, it's your life, dog. You can coast if you want. It's not a big deal. It's not a requirement of your life to do this. You can just hang out and be a part of the community if you want. Doesn't affect me, other than the fact that I'd really love to see you, hitting goals and, living a better life, growing. It's about growth. So coast if you want. When you're ready to put it in gear and get after this motherfucker, let me know.
Yeah,
It's not right and it's not wrong. It's just what's so, dude.
yeah, no, 100%. I'm sure I'll get around to it. I don't know. Right now, I'm just not focusing too hard on it. Which my numbers are really good. My numbers are better than they've been, and so I feel like off season, I'll be hitting it hard with the training. When I have more time on these jobs, these companies will schedule 6, 7, 8 calls in a day. It's just not enough time to go through these calls and have enough time to think for yourself.
Yeah, I'm looking up something real quick. See if I can find something for you. Of course, my phone is going crazy now. Wants to give me all the notifications. Round to you. This is going to be funny if I can find it.
But actually, was it 2 weeks ago at that meeting, I went on to do 45,000 in that day. Ooh, success story.
Beautiful.
For the month, I'm at 169.
I'm gonna get you one of these, big dog. Zig Ziglar used to talk about them. Can you see this? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get it zoomed in.
What is that?
Do you see what it says?
TUI.
TUI. Yeah, that's a round to it. Zig Ziglar used to have these buttons that you would pin on your shirt, and it was round, and it just said "to it." He said, "I got a round to it." I'm going to buy one of those for you and send it to you so that you'll already have a round to it. So anyhow, congratulations on the 40 or 45K. Yeah, congratulations on the 40 or 45K. Let's continue to step up the numbers, right? You could use more money.
For sure.
If nothing more than to give it away. Anybody else got anything real quick? 2 minutes before we end. 1098-765-4321. Cool, guys. Hey, listen, take your next step towards your certifications. You know that you want to get certified. You know it's going to make a difference in your life. Like Dana said, not just in your income, but in your family life as well. Until you start going through the process, you're not going to understand what Dana means by that. But once you do, I promise you will. Have an amazing weekend, guys. I will see you on Tuesday. Keep kicking ass. Go slay some dragons. Love you guys. Bye.